Planet Fitness gives you Tootsie Rolls. That's what keeps me coming back. That's why I sign. I'm addicted. Chocolate, it gets your endorphins flowing. Also, when I feel my sugar drop, because I can feel it in my body, I fast so much and I have such a high metabolism for a reason. I'm thinking constantly. I'm a deep thinker all the time. Thinking about what's going on, constantly talking, praying to God. When I say prayer is just a translation. People don't even know what prayer is. It's simply just speaking to God. You're speaking in your heart. Down here, it comes out when you suffer, it's the same thing as loving a person, right? When you love someone, right, and someone hurts you, what does that what happens? Your stomach drops, right? You get the butterflies when you meet someone. All those things, right? That's why God gave himself, sacrificed himself, right? Because if you read the Bible, when Jesus sacrificed himself, right? He came down in the spirit of a dove, right? A dove, what does what do doves do birds do when they're together? They stay together forever. If one dies, the other one usually dies right after, right? That's what it said. It came down, descended to heaven, from heaven, the heavens, in the form of a dove, in God's spirit, in the form of a dove, right? And Jesus was born of God's essence, his spirit, right? There was many things that he had to do physically and spiritually, right, for this to happen. But Jesus, when he was risen, right, went to the heavens, right, the disciples came to him. They didn't want him to go. They were like, you can't go. We want you here now. And Jesus rebuked them and said, you don't know what it is you're asking. You don't know what it is you're saying. Simply because you don't know what it is you're asking, because you're ignorant, you're speaking evil, because you're going to stop me from doing what it is I have to do to complete God's work. If you get involved, you keep me here. I must be sacrificed, because though I am here now, I can't help you. I can't help everyone in the world until I go up. I sacrifice, then I can come down in spirit and I can help everyone. So Jesus knew he was worth more up there in form of spiritual, right, than he was on earth, right, to accomplish Calvary, which was to give us strength, to give us faith, to give us power, not only to heal our heart from the conscious guilt that the evil one created in the first place a long time ago, right? A long time ago. It purifies our heart, and it's able to give us a way to not give into that temptation, right? It gives us a way to have a relationship again with God up there, right? And all around, because he's all around. The essence of him is all around, right? He's in and everything, and he knows everything, and he's the beginning and the end, right? He's Alpha and the Omega, right? That's what the Bible says. So when Jesus was crucified, right, simply going up there, right, his spirit was risen, right, went up. His spirit's all around, right? It was able to cleanse us by his blood. His blood cleansed the earth. You got to think too, right? Our blood goes back in the ground when we die, right? Think about this. Really think about this, right? The Bible says that humans ate from a plant, theoretically, right? In a sense, right? God curses, said, from the ground I made you, from the ground you go back, right? If the blood is cursed, so is the ground. Because he cursed the earth, because he knew that the earth would live forever in suffering and death. because of Lucifer, because Lucifer stood up against God, because Lucifer wanted to rebel, because Lucifer wanted to glorify himself. He wanted the attention. He thought that by everybody glorifying him, they would love him. But that's not how it works. So because of him, we deal with all the suffering. That's why God cast him down to the earth. Because we're his highest creation, right? Other than the angels, the Bible says, right? He cast Lucifer, right? And all the bad angels, all the evil spirits down to the earth. Not just Lucifer. All the evil spirits. He cast it all. Think about this, what the Bible says. Why do you think he did that? To show his law was immutable. To prove to everyone, not only here on this earth, us, all the creatures on this earth, but all the creatures and all the intelligences that he's created everywhere else. In what universe, other universes, whatnot, whatever he did, it doesn't matter, right? Think about that. It doesn't matter what he did or did not do, because you have no control of what he can and cannot do, in a sense, right? You could submit to his love and help him, and you know what I mean, float on that journey of love, you know, that frequency which is right here that you send out. You know, you don't hurt anyone, you don't consciously hurt anyone, right? So I just unconsciously hurt my cat, broke its legs, right? And because I broke its legs, right? And because I have no family support, which I should have took it to Mel's house. And I thought about it, but I felt bad bringing it to Mel's house because Mel was already holding my furniture. It was the least thing my family could do, especially since they won't let me stay there, right? When they have this big ass home that's paid off. All this, it's just, we can go into details. But it didn't make any sense to me. And then here I go bring my cat, right? And they consciously let it die. So, loving the intention behind is the difference. It's not the words that come out your mouth. It's the intention behind with your actions. It's the verb. It was what you do, right? And I learned this being with Margarita, with Mago. Simply because we spoke two different languages, fluently. I spoke English, right? Americanized English, right? And she spoke Mexicanized Spanish, right? Which she picked up. She was the most beautiful, fastest learner and the best, fastest teacher for me. I was learning Spanish, and she even said, which I mentioned in another video, pretty sure I did, that the family said that when she was with me, right, just in a day or two, right, she learned more with me in a day or two than she did within a whole month that she was there. They were impressed. And that was because of love. It wasn't love out of course we're attracted to each other. Of course the eye candy was there, right? But we were looking, she was at that level, that point in life where she wanted to be loved. She wants a family. She wants what it is that I wanted, right? We were looking for the same thing. We've been through the same things in a sense, but we're in two different cultures, two different environments, two different traditions in a sense. And because of my uncommunicative family, right, that wouldn't, not only communicate, but wouldn't, be there for support, she felt like an outcast, right? Remember, I proposed to this woman. This is the first woman I proposed to in my life. one, she's cultured, you know, she's trilingual, not bilingual, she's trilingual. French, Spanish, and English. Like, come on. And look at me, here's my dumb piece of shit ass. Got the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life before me, right? I'm doing whatever I can to keep this woman, man. Listen, it was frustrating because I was trying to make it work with my two older brothers' father, right? That I considered my real dad. He's not my biological father, right? This is crazy. This hurt, man. This fucking hurt me, man. This hurt me. This man not only ignored Margarita Mago, right? He made her feel uncomfortable. And she would voice it to me, you know, I'm not comfortable with him around here. And I understood that, you know. And here I am, right? Making $80,000, $100,000 a year. I just quit $100,000 a year. Because I learned that from that job that you can't live to work. You must work to live, right? I was living to work at that place. I was working more than 72 hours a week. That was the contract I signed, to work 72 hours a week. I was working more than that. But I quit because they lied to me and they kept on passing the buck. They were supposed to find somebody to do night shift and be a shift supervisor there at night and supervise, you know what I mean? And here I am doing it, killing myself. I was killing myself with that job, breathing all that stuff in, working all those hours, eating all that junk food. I was overweight. I couldn't even put my shoes on my feet. I couldn't walk up to the stairs without being out of breath. That's why I do all this too. All the yoga, all the exercise. Because I was dying. I was killing myself for a job, for people up there.